Aaron Rodgers.
Hello, Toby. I'm Dr. Oliver. It's nice to meet you. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Just try to answer as honestly as possible, all right?
Okay.
What's your full name?
Toby Aaron Rodgers.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
And when is your birthday?
April 28th.
Who do you live with?
My mom, my dad, and Lyra, but she's not around anymore.
Who's Lyra?
My sister.
And where is Lyra now?
She's,
Toby? Toby, are you alright?
In a small, quiet town lived a young man who was a rather big video game fan. He played for hours upon hours, days upon days, killing zombies and robots in many violent ways. He adventured and traveled all over fantasy places, ignoring his parents with their worrisome faces. They tried to pull him from his high-def screen, but Benjamin would just yell, his face rather mean. He pulled his sister's hair and broke her favorite toy. He wanted his controller back, this slightly obsessed boy. Listening to Mom and Dad just wasn't the plan. When they tried to ground him, Benjamin ran. They couldn't help him, no matter how hard they tried. This defiant child would be lost to the tide. The water had taken him, a body never found. The young man named Benjamin, the boy who drowned.
Did you know eyes are the windows to the soul? I remember the first time I met you. Your eyes shone with innocence and wonder. Your tiny eyes could barely hold my metal frame. I was a steady, constant beat for you through chaos. I remember when things started to change. You were distracted that day. I fell. I had never fallen before, and I broke. My body was no longer capable of providing a steady beat. Even when I was broken, you still carried me with you. You kept me close, and I learned that I could reach out. Not far, but far enough to make you hear my steady beat once more. By reaching out to you, I could make you hear me, and I could also move you through time. I had fun showing you what I could do. But your eyes were fearful again, so I began reaching out to you more strongly. I reached out to you with my beat louder and louder to quell your fears until one night, your eyes lost their shine. They went wide, and then you began scratching your face. You were screaming. I didn't know what to do, so I reached out to you harder. With my steady beat, things only seemed to get worse. I needed you to hear me. I needed to get closer to you. I begged for you to bring me closer to you, and you did. Closer and closer. Pushed harder and harder until we had finally became inseparable. I was your eye now, and I was so happy. Then suddenly, you fell to the ground, and you were quiet. I reached out to you, but you didn't respond. I tried again, harder that time, and you moved. But it wasn't you moving your body. It was me. Did you know eyes are the windows to your soul?
Well...
You see...
By all means, take your time planning your excuses. It's not like I have any pressing matters to attend to.
It was... It...
At least the clown is stuttering. Have you nothing to comment on your failures?
He got away. I don't know how he managed to escape me. So many fall for it. But he broke free.
And you laughing idiot, how did our friend slip through your claws?
He doesn't feel pain. When I tried to get the information out of him. I poked and prodded to the best of my abilities. It didn't work. He just laid there, staring. Not even one scream.
I asked how he managed to escape your operating table, not your lack of creativity on it. Or did you fail to make sure his ties with the creature were temporarily severed?
I did everything you told me to. Right down to...
I'm done with excuses. How has one of the most fragile of this being's slaves managed to evade capture twice now, by two of my most powerful operatives? Ben, who has lured countless children into the woods with promises of kinship.
In the woods.
And you, Jack, how is it that you, who have perfected the art of torture for centuries, unable to handle one tiny, undead child?
I will not fail you again, sir. I promise I'll...
What? Hack into another computer? Attempt another viral lure? You have one trick, and it has now failed against the weakest of our enemy's acolytes. Your inadequacy in this matter has made me reconsider your position. For now, I'll have to contact more reliable sources.
My lord, if I may, what information are we exactly looking for? Perhaps if you were more specific in your requests, it would be easier to gather information.
Apparently, my previous briefings were lost on deaf ears. Are you admitting to not paying attention, Ben? Let me explain it in the simplest words I can find. We have limited access to the woods where these undead slaves and their master dwell. We need to find its weaknesses, suffocate it at its core. To do that, we need that stuttering runt to sing.
Lord Salgo, please, if I could just try again. Get into his mind instead of destroying the flesh. Pick apart the little ankle biter from the core.
Are you lecturing me, clown? Were those not the exact orders I gave you before you failed the mission? Why do you think I demanded you to sever Toby's connection with the creature? Playing with his mind is the only way to provoke a reaction from him.
There are others, though. The others that inhabit the wood. Couldn't we just...
Again, I find that my words are not reaching you. Insolent virus! Two of them are too far gone to respond to any type of torture. The other may be responsive and capable of speech, but it's a useless effort to attempt to remove him from the woods. The creature will know his vessel is being tampered with.
Then we'll go after Toby together. Surely the clown and I...
No! You both have proven you are incapable of performing even the simplest of tasks. I had commissioned another operative as a contingency plan against you both, but they were compromised. No. I think I'll have to send a more competent pair.
bet Baptism on Fire doesn't have to deal with this crap in his timeline.